back to our channel. Today we are gonna just do like an update because last thing we did was that we're having a baby.
Yeah.
So we wanted to catch you up where we've been, how we got here. We're gonna keep it short and sweet and to the point, but let's get started. I'm Rachel.
I'm Connor.
Baby on the way, and we have two dogs.
Kona and Bear.
So about a year ago, we were super active on Instagram and social media in general. And then we took a really long hiatus, like a long 1 year hiatus.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure you're kind of like wondering what happened to them, where'd they go? We're filling you in because exactly about 1 year ago this month, we had completely different plans.
Yeah,
For the future.
I was planning on joining the Coast Guard. We had set up our lives in order to make that happen. I'd gone through all the necessary testing, all the medical evaluations, everything that I needed to do to make that happen and make that lifestyle a reality. I was waiting on a medical waiver to get approved, and long story short, it got denied. And that basically ended that whole process.
That whole process, that whole option, and that whole idea. So at that point, we were kind of at like a crossroad. We had so many things we felt in one way figured out, and now we were not going that route at all.
Yeah.
And we've took a step back and said, we need to look at what we want and what our future looks like and where we go from here. If this is off the table, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. What does our life look like?
So we really took the last year to say, what do we want in 3 to 5 years? In the meantime, we've both taken 9 to 5 jobs. We've taken jobs. So I work at home, fully remote, in a sales gig.
I work for a boat dealership here in town.
And we like what we're doing, but that leads us to YouTube. And why are we starting a channel? And something we've talked a lot about for years.
Since we lived in a van, which
Since
was 2018.
So years.
Yeah.
We've talked about starting a YouTube channel. Never felt like it was the right timing, and I know this sounds so kind of cliche, but there's never a good timing.
Yeah, you just have to start. And that's
So-
one thing we've been battling with ourselves about is just starting. We have all the equipment and everything like that. We just need to start creating
In that
videos
way.
In that way.
So
Get in that mindset.
we just decided, this is something we do want to do, and this is something we want to do long term because we want to be able to look back at this in a year or in 5 years and see where we were at that point in time.
Yeah, and now is a better time than any because we do have a child on the way. So we want to document this not only for us to look at, but also if anybody's curious and following along and seeing what that journey looks like.
So we're having a YouTube channel. This is part of our 3 to 5 year goal is to put out videos. So here we are, we're doing it. It feels good, it's exciting. Again,
It's
we're doing
challenging.
it for us,
Yeah,
and we'd love for anybody to follow along that wants to.
yeah.
Okay, next big life update, which literally has happened over the last
5 days.
5 days, week. Let's just say week, pretty much. We have been looking for options as far as moving. We were renting here locally and liked it for the most part.
And if you're aware of the market that we're in right now, if you live in Idaho or you've seen it on the news, which I'm sure a lot of you have,
it's pretty crazy.
it is absolutely insane.
So we, put off buying a house or put off doing anything. Didn't want to have the challenge of finding a new rental because it's very competitive and la-di-da. We've thrown around a bunch of ideas, and with the baby on the way, we
Adds a
felt like
twist.
it added this big twist. So over the last week, we've been working with our family. They actually found this house that we're living in now,
We've been looking at this house for a little over a year.
and we moved.
Yeah.
So we're in a new home. Never thought we'd be moving at 25 weeks pregnant. Fresh start, feels good, and we will have some house tours. We'll have an empty house tour coming out in the next couple of weeks or videos. And then we'll also have a finished home tour because, as you can imagine, in the middle of moving, I'm literally looking at boxes that need to be unpacked right over there.
Our garage is full of our stuff.
To be unpacked.
Yeah.
So it may look put together right here, but don't let that fool you because it's definitely not. So we're just gonna kind of go with the flow over the next month. We have a good leeway to get out of our other rental and into this home. So
we got lots of time.
we got time. We'll get it done. We'll get it basically feeling homey like we want it to feel.
Yeah, especially with the baby on the way.
So bringing in the baby, I'm sure you have some questions because last week we announced we're pregnant.
Yeah.
With not much details of anything else about it. So we thought we'd just do a short little ending here of this video of just some light details. I'm sure in the future I want to make a longer video just about these details, but for now we're just gonna leave it at some little details. Like
How far along are you?
we're 25 weeks today, literally today in the making of this video.
Crazy, 25 weeks.
It is August 7th. Our due date is November 20th. So we have a little bit of time, but it's gone really, really fast.
Yeah.
A little recap of pregnancy in general. The first trimester was really hard. I felt sick
Yeah, it was rough.
all the time. Connor was doing all the cooking. I wasn't able to open the fridge. Like,
Your smells, all your
I
senses
was
were
gagging. Like, he would
Your
open the
hormones.
fridge in the other room, and I was like,
What does that
not
smell?
okay.
I'm like, I don't know, it smells like a fridge.
I had morning sickness, every day of the week.
Yeah.
Which was really, really hard. As you'll see in future vlogs and videos, that fitness is a huge part of my life, our life, and we love nutrition and we love food and we love working out and fitness, and that was like off the table. Like, I was able to go on walks, and that was it. Like,
Yeah,
I wasn't
even
running,
after
I wasn't
those
working out,
short
nothing
walks.
felt good.
Short walks, nothing crazy.
But as soon as I hit
12 weeks.
the 12 or 13 weeks,
13
like
weeks.
right at the end of the first trimester, it literally switched, and I started feeling much better, running again, having an appetite.
Having an appetite, that was a huge one because
Yeah.
the types of food that she was craving, it was so out of ordinary.
Like fast food.
Yeah.
And like
freezer food, which is fine, but it makes
just not normal.
It's just not normal, so it makes it hard, especially when I'm cooking a meal. Then it's like
I don't want that.
she doesn't want
And it was like to the point that like I didn't want it, and I like literally would not feel good looking at it.
No,
eating
and
it.
I couldn't
So,
make it in the room and have her be in the room at
Yeah.
the same time. It
So,
was
It was weird.
challenging.
It was a change. It was
But
fun. We got through it.
We embraced it.
We looking back, it literally went like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
all of a sudden
Now
we're
we're-
almost done with.
the second trimester.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
so that's crazy. All insane.
But like she said, she's gonna do a video more in depth about the process and how she's feeling and stuff going forward.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Coming up. But in another side note,
Yeah.
yes, we do know the gender. And yes, we do already have a name picked out.
Yeah.
So follow along. We'll be revealing that, in the coming weeks and in some upcoming videos that we have planned. But in the meantime, how about you hit the subscribe button and like the video? Maybe leave us a comment.
Yeah. What do you think the name is, or what do you think the gender is? Leave a comment down below.
We'd love to hear. We can't wait to share it with you. And I'll see you next Sunday.